beautiful romance into where we thought was going to be like a happy ever after. Where is your characters kind of picking up emotionally when we revisit them?
When we pick up with Toby, he's even deeper into that bottle of tequila he was drinking. We're just a few hours. The season 3 starts a few hours after season 2 ended, so a lot of the questions and loose ends that got established at the end of season 2, we're going to have to deal with right away.
I can't say too much, so I'm just going to say she's conflicted, and that's it.
Conflicted, huh? So there's going to be no quick divorce?
What was your guys' reaction to the twist when you read it in the script?
We actually found out, we do, because we don't get to hang out off set too much, at Christmas time we all have a cast dinner, and the showrunners come to Robert Patrick's house and it's a big beautiful dinner. And we found out then, months ahead of time. And I just thought it was so cool. I just thought, we're on a show that could just be a case of the week, body of the week, and here's a cool special effect. But these showrunners care about making fun, cool plots, and crazy plot twists. And the thing I was most excited about is that they're creating such exciting, crazy stuff for us.
How's it working with Robert Patrick? I know it looks like it is.
He's great.
He's a silly, silly guy. When I very first met him, he's a man's man, and motorcycles, and biking clubs, and he's badass. But he's just silly, and he's a lot of fun. I don't think he'd like to say this, but he's a lovely man.
Any advice that he gives you since he's a veteran pretty much, and he's been doing this forever, so any advice for the younger generation, so to speak?
Remember that thing he put up about, it doesn't take any talent to show up on time and do your homework.
Oh, wow.
I think that's the most important thing, that, a lot of this business is luck, and, sometimes talent is God-given, but, doing your homework and showing up on time are two things that we're in complete control of, so there's no reason to not do that.
It was also a very emotional season, not just for your characters, but Megan and Sylvester and the fact she died. And for a show like yours, it's very strong procedural. Are you ever surprised by the real depth they take the characters?
Yeah, it's great. Like what you said before, it's just not just the case-to-case, every week. It's the relationships and sort of the internal life of the characters, and I think that's what the fans can relate to. It's the human interactions and the relationships.
To be honest, when I got the show, I was like, great, I'm on a CBS procedural. I'm so excited to be on a TV show. And I can't believe how lucky I am to be on a show that has those emotional scenes, that cares about character, where I get to do comedy, I get to do action, I get to do romance. And not only do we get to do it, but it's the key to the show. That we're not relying on, oh my God, this whodunit is really going to grip the audience. I think people are relating to the show because they're relating to the people. I think that's true for any story. We were just talking about, Gary Marshall passed away, and we were talking about, Happy Days was so fun to watch because we loved being with those characters. Yes, the 50s was fun, but really the key to the show was very specific, grounded characters that we loved being with, and hopefully Scorpion is doing the same thing.
Who's the Joker of the cast?
We work a lot of hours, so yeah, it has to switch up because some days it'll be Ari and then some days it has to be Robert. Elyes is the king of puns, very witty puns, and we all have to take turns.
Does your show make you feel more paranoid in your personal lives just because it explores all the vulnerabilities of our society?
Now that you mentioned it, yeah.
Especially here at Comic-Con.
There are moments, when I ask a little bit more about some of the facts or the cases, and perhaps it might be loosely based on something, and just to it kind of stops me for a second and go, I don't really want to think about that, but it's, yeah.
And has it changed anything in the way your life and how you deal with your information on the internet and your computer and things like that?
I think
guys see that thing with Mark Zuckerberg? They got a picture of him and he had tape over his computer's camera. Did you see that? Mark Zuckerberg took a selfie and people could see his laptop in the background and he had tape over his camera. And I was like, well, if Zuckerberg's blocking his camera, why aren't I? That has nothing to do with scorpions.
Well, Oliver Stone just said in the panel here on Hall H that Pokemon Go is like the government investigating your lives.
You know, I'm going to bring it back to Scorpion for a minute. And this actually is the fact that, like, yeah, there's all those scary things out there, and God bless Oliver Stone for bringing that stuff out there. But the goal of our show is to be like, yeah, there's a lot of real stuff in the world. There's a lot of really tough things happening in the world. If you want to get away and relax for an hour, watch us deal with some very heightened reality, have some jokes, and have some romance and some action and some fun. So I look at the show as an escape of it because, you know, life is too short to get worried about these things too much, and hopefully we're bringing some relief from those very real problems.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it, guys.